Hi, boys and girls, and welcome back. Today is Friday, and I have your reading lesson for you. Yesterday, if you remember, we read a story about octopuses. And as we were working, we named the main idea. We said our book was all about octopuses. And we came up with three interesting words that we found in the glossary. These were words that were in bold throughout the book. And we said blend, it's when you blend in with your environment, like this chameleon is doing on the leaf. Hatch is when you hatch from an egg. And predators was something that eats or puts the animal that we're learning about in danger of being eaten. Now, today's job is to go in and add two new facts that we learned. So I'm going to go back and use the same text, The Amazing Octopus. Trying to get to the main page, The Amazing Octopus. And we're going to go find two new facts that we think are interesting about the octopus. Well, to do that, I need to go back into my text. And let's see. Here's one that we didn't read in like the main text, but was in a caption. Did you know that octopuses stay awake at night and sleep during the day? So that makes them nocturnal, except for one, the big blue or day octopus does the opposite. So that could be one of our facts. Let's go take a look at some other facts. I didn't know the parts of the octopus. And they have a tube called a siphon that's on its head. And that's where the octopus can shoot water, waste, and ink. I didn't realize that the suckers allow the octopus to taste, and they also help them move and catch prey. This one was a really interesting fact. Remember this one? That octopuses, because they don't have any bones, they can fit into really small spaces and they can squeeze through tiny openings like the one in this can. Now, you've all seen a can of soda before. So we know how small it is. We know how small the opening is. The octopus that we saw can squeeze its body to get through. That's very interesting. We learned that they usually live in warm water, which is, we talked about the equator and why we see a lot of orange kind of near there. And some octopuses live in very cold water, which explains why we see so much orange around Antarctica, which we know to be very, very cold. We know that they move by taking in water and then squirting it out, and it propels them backwards. So they're actually moving backwards, but in the direction that they want to go. It's actually easier for them to crawl than it is to swim. That's an interesting fact. Their predators include whales, seals, and large fish. Some attack with venom. Oh, this was interesting. The bright blue rings let other animals know that it's venomous. And we said that's kind of like other types of animals in nature, like frogs. Frogs and some other amphibians have bright colors like this, and that's a signal that they might not be the healthiest choice for someone who hunts it. They shoot dark ink so that their predators can't see them. That's another interesting fact. and they blend in with their environment. That helps to keep them safe. They can do many different things. So let's go over to our sheet today and write two new facts. One that I thought was really interesting is that octopuses swim, um, find it easier to move along the ocean floor than to swim. And fact number two, let's say, what should fact number two be? Let's see. Oh, let's write about where they live. Octopuses usually live in warm ocean water. Some live in cold. So, if someone were to ask you what the main idea of our story was, it was all about octopuses. And two new facts or two supporting details, two key details. They all are similar. Octopuses find it easier to move along the ocean floor than it is for them to swim. And octopuses usually live in warm ocean water. Some live in cold. You might choose the same facts or you might choose two different facts. That's completely up to you. Go back and relook at the part of our video that goes through the book if you want to choose different facts than what I picked for you today. Off you go, readers. Don't forget to share your reading work with me as a picture in the assignments tab of our Google Classroom. I would love to see what you wrote.